Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. In today's video we're going to be doing a purple supply drop, orbital supply drop at Astraeos. And this is a legendary level, so there's like alpha, beta, and legendary supply drops. And as you can see, I put a hexagon shaped gates with doors, metal gates, and the last gate has some space so I can walk through. These are the stats of my Karka. I have a Mastercraft armor saddle, 91 armor, and the shield is still on. And I'm going to be showing you, this is an official PVE, so the loot and everything is going to be exactly the same, if not better if you're on unofficial. So the shield goes off like this. At the beginning it's really tough. As you can see, a lot of dinos are, attacking, and the Karka health starts going down. But as you can see, the blood rage is still 30. So 30 blood rage is not a lot of damage. So once it kills a bunch of dinos, the blood rage goes up, and once it reaches 100% blood rage, then it will start eating these dinos like biscuits. So it's really a powerful dino, the Karka. And mine is not really that good stats. It's okay, it's decent. And I leveled it up mostly in melee damage. I'm gonna be showing you like all the mishaps that might happen, and even at the end of the supply drop, when you want to get the loot, there are problems that can prevent you from getting your loot. So I want to definitely show you that as well. So also I'm going to be showing you the strategies on like how to track. If you have a binoculars, tech binoculars, you can track your orbital supply drop like this, and on the right side it will start showing you how many hostiles are remaining, which wave you're on, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, all that. So you can easily track also the health of the orbital supply drop. When you have the gates, you can track the health, and it's really, the dinos can't damage it because there are metal gates protecting it. So some people use behemoth gates, like 3 behemoth gates. I'd rather use this method here because I just want to be able to access the orbital supply drop when I need to. And as you can see, the dinos approach it, and they're not really damaging the orbital supply drop. And, if the orbital supply drop health, goes down all the way, then it just disappears and you don't get anything. So you definitely want to keep its health up by protecting it with these gates. And also, if you go out of render, like, if you move a lot out of the way, far away from the orbital supply drop, it will also disappear. So make sure to not, go too far away from the orbital supply drop. And these dinos here are not easy, really. The Paraseer probably the least, dangerous one. The Stegos, what they do is they take all your stamina. So they suck up your stamina. And that's really bad. When you're in a tough situation, that's really bad. And they produce a lot of loot, so you gotta keep checking your inventory and dropping the loot that you don't need to keep the Karka's weight within limits. Or you can just disable harvesting. I don't recommend disable harvesting because it does need meat to eat, and keep its food up. And as you can see, the Paraseer and the Trikes are probably the easiest to kill and the least dangerous. The Stegos are pretty bad. They suck up your stamina. They can leave you in a really bad situation. So watch out from these. And I'm going to be talking about all the different dinos that you're going to face during the supply drops and how to approach them. Make sure you have a spring drakeling. So I have a spring drakeling, as you can see. I just collected an ascendant horde key. So that's a really good way to collect ascendant horde keys during this supply drop, orbital supply drop. Yeah, the legendary orbital supply drops, they have really high level dinos, as you can see, like 400 plus level dinos. You get reapers, you get wyverns. The wyverns are the most important to kill fast because their fire damage will bypass your armor. So if you have a lot of them attacking you, you're in trouble. So I like to kill these first, the wyverns. The second ones are the reapers. The reapers, if they gang up on you and keep shooting their you know, the tranquilizing shot from their tail, they can put you to sleep. So sometimes it's good to have stimulant on you. I didn't bring any stimulant, but it's definitely good to have stimulant for your Karka and yourself if you get shot with the trank of the Reapers. That would be a good idea. I also have a lot of skills from the Lost Colony expansion pack. So check out my previous video on those. I picked like really good skills to increase my damage, increase my stamina, and increase my speed as well, which are really useful in orbital supply drops like this. So my previous video talks about that. Make sure to check it out on my YouTube channel. And as you can see here, we got wave 2 with 3 hostiles remaining. These are rock drakes. So this orbital supply drop is a really good way to harvest meat if you want. Also harvesting tribute items like feathers from rock drakes. Also fire talons from wyverns. And what else? T-Rex arms, yeah. So these are a really good way to collect these in orbital supply drops. I usually throw away the prime meat just because it fills up the inventory. As you can see, we got like 28 T-Rex arms already. Spinosaurs as well, so there are Spinosaurs, you can get them. So if you need like tribute items for bosses or for your tribe tower, this is a good way to farm them here. So you can get a lot of benefits from this drop even without the loot. So, but there's a really good thing that you get the Ascendant Horde keys, and I also have a video on that with what type of loot you can get. I got my tech leggings, my tech chest piece, and my tech helmet from the Ascendant Horde keys. So you gotta check out the video on that, on what type of loot you get. You also get like capped, you know, or Ascendant long rifles, Ascendant shotguns, all kinds of stuff. And, you know, a lot of saddles and armors as well. Flak armor, you know, capped saddles, Ascendant saddles for your teams. So they're really helpful and useful. As you can see here, I'm getting burned by the wyverns, but I'm not taking that much damage because I killed them really fast. And the health of my Karka is not bad, I guess, with the saddle, the armor and the saddle. But yeah, this screen blackout, it happens from the death of the Reaper. So whenever you kill a Reaper, it gets dark like this. So don't get scared. If you want to avoid this, once the Reaper dies, just back off don't step into the place where it died, and you're not gonna get this type of screen. But yeah, I mean, it's just temporary, you know, it's not really long lasting, so just step into it and keep biting, I guess. But you can watch out from this if you don't like it. So these, yeah, these dinos give us a lot of XP for yourself. So if you want to level up your character, this is a really good way to level up your character. Because all these are really high level dinos. So there are a lot of benefits from this orbital supply drop. You level up your dinos, you level up your character, you get ascendant horde keys, you also get the loot out of it once it's done. You get tribute items for your boss fights and tribe tower. And the spring drakeling actually heals up the Karka. So when you're mounted on a dino with a spring drakeling on your shoulder, it heals up your dino. So that's really also helpful. So this is why I'm using the spring drakeling. Like other spring drakelings are, I mean other drakelings are also good, like maybe the summer gives you movement speed and CC reduction, like 25% CC reduction, so maybe a little reduction from the fire. And stamina drain from the stegos. And you also get these enraged rexes, or lightning, I don't know what they call them in Astraeos, but they're technically like the enraged rexes in Extinction. So they're pretty strong, so you gotta watch out for these. Don't like take them head on. I'm gonna show you how to deal with these in a bit. But yeah, sometimes they just get stuck on the gates, and that's really fortunate, lucky. When they get stuck on the gates, they don't attack you, they're just stuck, and you just bite them until they die. But as you can see, the other one right there is chasing me. So I'm not gonna just, you know, get stuck inside of it. Because if you get really close to it, it bites you and it gets you stuck in its jaws. And you won't be able to move. And if your Karka doesn't have that much health, it's these enraged rexes or corrupted, you know, lightning rexes are really strong, so they can chew you down really fast. Get a chunk out of your health, you know. But yeah, whatever you do, if you get stuck inside of them, just keep biting. Don't back off, because you're not going to be able to get out of its jaws. Just keep biting until you kill it. So, and move to the next one. But right now, what I'm trying to do is back up and get a couple of bites on it and keep backing up, so that it doesn't, you know, get me stuck in its jaws, as you can see. And I'm biting its head also, so that's maximum damage on it. And it should fall down pretty soon. And I also don't want to get too far from the orbital supply drop. You can see it's dead, so that's good. So we got one down, one that was chasing us. And the orbital supply drop's health is still full, so none of the dinos here are damaging the orbital supply drop. This is the benefit of these gates. So let's chew these stegos down. You can see even the stegos are pretty tough. They have a lot of health. Like all these dinos, they have a lot of health. But I'm breeding new Karkas. I got a, you know, really good Karkas from a friend. I'm breeding them. And hopefully they'll have better stats. So the one I have, I think it has 52 points in melee. And the one I'm breeding right now, or not breeding, but growing right now, it's unofficial, so it does take some time. But it's definitely worth it. They have, I think, 63 points in melee, which is really nice. I mean, it's double my melee damage right now. Like, right now I have 714% melee damage. The one I'm raising right now, off the bat, it will have 1600 melee. That's a huge upgrade for me. So it will be, you know, doing legendary drops like this will be a breeze, especially with saddles. And I got like 2 Ascendant saddles, Carcass saddles from Ascendant Horde keys. So those are gonna be a really good upgrade as well. So this saddle that I have right now, I'm probably not gonna use again. Gonna be using, I have a capped one, I think, 124 armor Ascendant saddle, and I have another one, 123, something like that, Ascendant saddle as well. So these are really nice Carcass saddles. And also, I'm gonna be showing you, we're at wave 5 right now, so we're almost there. But what I'm gonna be showing you also how to carry all the items that drop from the legendary orbital supply drop, because it does drop a lot of stuff, like especially structures, like, you know, foundations, metal walls, all that stuff. Like, it's really heavy. Black pearls. So they're all really heavy. So I'm gonna show you how to carry everything. Be greedy. Like, every time I want to take all these, items, and they're really heavy, but I figured out a way to carry them all with no problems. So I'm gonna show you how to do that as well. And these things, like, I got bit a couple of times at the end of the orbital supply drop, where, you know, stuff happens, really dangerous things happen at the end of the orbital supply drop that I want to share with you to avoid and not get into the same problem that I had. So this is the purpose of most of my videos, is to share my experience and for you to avoid the mistakes I do, and also whatever, like, I know about the activity that I'm doing a video on, I just share it with all of you guys. There's another enraged Rex, or corrupted lightning glowing Rex. So yeah, these Rexes give a lot of XP, really nice XP on your character. So right now I'm stuck, as you can see. I used my number 6 ability, which is the transparency, you know, the from the Lost Colony expansion pack. So when I press it, I should be able to lose aggro from all the dinos, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get out of the jaws of that Rex. It just got me stuck. But if you keep biting, you will kill it eventually. But as you can see, I lost a quarter of my health from its bites, so it's not an easy Rex really. So don't take it lightly. Especially if you get stuck and you have a problem with, like, a low health Karka or a low saddle, armor saddle. It will probably finish the Karka. So definitely take these Rexes seriously and just keep biting them until you kill them. Because there's no escape from their jaws. As you can see, even though I used this ability on my number 6 hotbar, I couldn't escape it. I could just supposed to lose aggro and everything and leave you alone, become transparent to them or like invisible to the dinos. But I guess it doesn't teleport through them when you press it. So that's what I thought it does, you know, also. That it just teleports through the dinos and, you know, so you can escape for 15 seconds. But it's still it's a really good ability to use. So we're at wave 5, 1 hostile remaining. When it says 1 hostile remaining, sometimes it's a drake like this, invisible drake. Sometimes it's a dino far away like this, maybe. You just, you know, walk around the orbital supply drop, search for the dino. Usually it has like a glowing white orb around it. That means it's part of the orbital supply drop. It's not a wild one. And when there's one dino remaining, it usually skips. Even if you don't kill it, it will just skip it and go to the next next wave. So that's a really, really good functionality on this map, on Astraeos. So on Extinction, I think I had a lot of problems where dinos glitched and dinos just, you know, didn't show, and, you know, you still have dinos remaining that you cannot find, and you just eventually give up and leave the orbital supply drop. But on Astraeos, if there's one remaining, it will just skip it and go to the next wave. There are 2 remaining, it's not gonna skip the wave. You gotta search for the dinos. Don't get too far from the orbital supply drop. Just go around nearby the orbital supply drop and find the dinos and kill them. Also make sure to watch your Karka's stamina and food, because somehow it just starves sometimes. Its food drains really fast and it starves. So you gotta stop somewhere away from the dinos and force feed it raw meat to get its food up. And also pick up its stamina. Also, there's the weight. Like for me, I let it fill up some raw meat and then disable resource harvesting so that it keeps picking up the items from the dinos, like, you know, talons, Rex arms, and all these things, while its weight stays good. But I also keep watching the weight, so whenever I see the weight is down between waves, just drop items so that the weight stays okay, so you can keep moving. Because if you can't keep moving, if you lose your speed and movement, you're probably done. So as you can see, I'm stuck in its jaws again. But if you keep biting, because I did put a bunch of bites into it when I was backing up, I can kill it now easily. Finish it up. Pick up some stamina, force feed it to bring its food all the way up, just in case. We don't want it to starve and sleep on us out of a sudden, because when it's starving, what happens is it just goes to sleep. So you don't want to have it to go into sleep in the middle of all these beautiful dinos here. So you see, even one stego is a problem. Big problem. So these Rexes are stuck. That's nice. So we can kill them easily because of the gates. So not all of them get stuck like this. Some of them chase you, some of them get stuck. They only aggro on the orbital supply drop. So as you can see here, I'm filling up my horde keys. If you see the XP at the bottom right for the horde keys, it just looks like an icon with a stack of books with numbers in the middle. They go up really high when we kill these big Rexes. So whenever you get 30k max points on it, there we go. So one Rex gave us 30k. So now we can fill up the horde, another Ascendant Horde key. But there's a timer, or not a timer, a percentage of the XP being added to the Karka from the Drakeling. It's on the bottom left. It's 19% right now, as you can see. 20%. And increasing. Once it's 100%, you can add a new Ascendant Horde key. So it's good to keep an eye on that and wait for it to finish up transferring the XP and then just get a new key. So I usually get 6-7 Ascendant Horde keys from this. And look here, I came down to put the XP. I didn't check my my percentage, and this Reaper almost got me. Like it shot, these trank balls or whatever from its tail, and it almost got me when I was dismounted from the Karka. So that's really dangerous. So don't get greedy like me and wait for the wave to finish. So each wave you get one horde key in between the waves, which is good. It's good enough. I mean, 6-7 horde keys are good enough. They give you really decent loot. And as you can see on the top right, I got a lot of buffs from the Lost Colony expansion pack. Skills, and those are all from, I got Speedy Harvester as well. I got one that fills up my stamina 10%, a 15% chance to fill up my stamina 10% from its max with each kill, with each dino kill. Also increased damage. I'm not sure about the percentage on that one, but it's a pretty good percentage as well. So a pretty good percentage that your damage is increased with every kill you do on a mounted creature. So yeah, those skills really help. Speedy Harvester just increases your speed by 5% for 20 seconds for each time you collect something. So the harvesting here is meat and other things from the Karka. So it is technically harvesting. So it does get the speed buff, and it stacks, the speed buff stacks 5 times, so, which is nice. So we're at the wave 7, the last wave, with 16 hostiles remaining. And do not skip this part, because I'm gonna give you the most important part now. When you want to get your loot, there's something that you need to know to successfully get the loot and get out of here. So this is almost, we have 6 hostiles remaining. I almost died before I got my loot, so you gotta see this. I don't wanna spoil it, but almost died. So we're finished with wave 7, 2 hostiles remaining. I'm gonna go and check where they are. So here's one here, a invisible rock drake. And the other one, yeah, I don't see the other one. It should be glowing with a white orb. So I go down, wave 8, I go down, I turn off and OSD defense, as you can see, up on your Karka, and look around. Now if I took out the gates and ejected the loot, what's gonna happen? Look at this. So I go down, I start taking the gates like this, getting ready to get my loot, and did you see that? They just spawned. So even though I ended the orbital supply drop, wave 8 spawned. So the wave 8 dinos spawned and they're coming towards me now. So I definitely gotta kill these. So if I ejected the loot, it has a timer. And I would have just, you know, died to all these dinos if I wanted to collect the loot and be overweight. So now I need to kill the spawned ones from wave 8 and then take out the gates and eject the loot. And I'm going to also show you how to carry all the loot, not only, you know, a portion of it. Okay, so we killed these ones. Double check, make sure everything is dead. And now we can take the gates. So this is really important, so make sure to, whenever you stop the orbital supply drop, don't eject the loot, wait and see if any dinos are spawning. Because it's a really dangerous thing. And look at this. So we got scorpions and spiders now attacking us, and I'm stuck behind, between the walls and the orbital supply drop. So I'm punching this spider here and this scorpion. It would have been nice if this scorpion put me to sleep. Okay, so I'm back on my Karka, double checking the surroundings again. Dilophosaur. Okay, nothing left. So it is dangerous. Gotta make sure everything is clear before you take out your loot. So eject items. And there we go. See that? It's Christmas time. So right now I'm collecting everything on the ground, as you can see, and my weight is full already. And I'm still collecting the loot and moving. This is because I'm wearing a trait on my tech chest piece that allows me to keep moving at 60% of my speed, even if I'm overweight, so encumbered, you know. So right now I have all the loot in my inventory and I can still move, as you can see. So right now what I will do is just put some stuff into the Karka, pull out my Dreadmare, and black hole Mykarka, and fly away. And also the Treadmare that I have right now. So this is the loot that we got. We got 4 horde keys. We got an Iguana Mastercraft saddle. That's nice. Ascendant shotgun. Engine for the battle rig. I was missing that too. Needed that one really. So we got blueprints, tech blueprints, polymer, and we also have black pearls, element, I think 200 something element, chest piece blueprint, riot, ascendant, riot, armor, and we got traits. I love the traits. You know, the traits are really nice. Gun traits, you know, I also did a video on that, so make sure to check out that video on gun traits, armor traits, and Ark Survival Ascended. And as you can see, you get like a bunch of cementing paste, black pearls, and all that stuff. You got blueprints, Ascendant Saddle blueprints, Dreadnoughtus, and Dinotherium Ascendant Saddle blueprints, mechs blueprints. So as you can see here, we got almost all this loot, and look how much element we got. We got 500 element almost. So it's equivalent to a boss fight. So it's a really good metal ingots, scrap metal ingots. So that's it for the video. I hope you like it, and see you in the next one.